All right, so in this lesson, we're going to create the tests for the relationship module that we just created. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to create the relationship test in the test folder. So I'm going to say test relationship py. And it's going to be very similar to this structure. One thing that I'm going to create is a user dict, just like this one. But because I don't care about the password anymore as much, I'm just going to say that you just pass the username and that's going to be it. So I'm going to import pytest. And I'm going to create this user dict, which has a username for the function parameter, which is a string, and it'll return a dictionary of 2 strings, which is username and password. Okay, so we're going to create the test successful follow with the create test client, create old, and create test tab as we've done in the other applications. So first, we're going to create the 2 users, test user 1 and test user 2. We don't need to follow redirects because we're just like posting without needing to see what the response is afterwards. And then we're gonna do response of the login, and same thing here. We don't need the redirect follow redirects. And then finally, let's visit the test user 2 and assert that the user 2 is on the string of the body. Since we don't need the responses here, I'm going to take out the response of these 3. We can just do await and do the operations in here. And so I think this test is passing, and we're already getting a green check mark, but just to make sure that it is passing, it looks good so far. So now we're going to do the follow the test user, but here's going to be something here that I wanted to highlight, which is that we are going to do the follow, and we're not going to get the flash message here because we are hitting the function, the add friend function directly. So there's the flash message is not going to be in that response. It's going to be on if we reload the users the test user 2 profile again. And to show that, I want to kind of like make you guys see what we see here in the body. So let me do a run debug here. And so if we go to the debug console and print the response, and then as you can see, it says you should be redirected automatically. So there's no like message like we get on the real life application. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take out the response here like we did in the other one. And then we're going to say visit the profile again to get flash messages. And so I'm going to say response get use test user 2, right? Body await get data, and then assert follow test user 2, which I think Copilot is getting it right, but I'm not 100% sure that's the text. I think it is. Let's run the test to see what happens. And so I think the test ran successfully, but let's do like a debug just in case so that we see what the string body looks like. And it's a little hard to find, but you can see here that it says follow test user here. This is the flash message. So not sure if you see that. I'm gonna zoom in, but yeah, we're getting the test passing. So let's do the unfollow test to make sure that that's working as well. And since we're going to do the unfollow on the same test, I'm just going to add follow and unfollow to the name of the test. And so this is what we're going to do. So we're going to say go to the remove friend test user 2, just like we did at the beginning. And then we're gonna, actually, we need to get the response from getting the profile. All right, so let's try running the test. And it looks good. All right, so that's the test for the relationship. And now we're going to work a little bit on the profile page.